Good morning, Malacañang Press Corps and guest. Welcome sa press briefing ni Presidential Spokesperson Ernesto Abella. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. This morning we're going to have two resource speakers. One is from the Bureau of Customs, and the other the Secretary of National Defense, to update us on some accomplishments that have been happening through the Bureau of Customs. We'd like to call on Colonel Estrella.
Thank you, sir. Members of the media, good morning. My name is retired Colonel Neil Anthony Estrella. I'm currently the Director of the Customs Intelligence and Investigation Service of the Bureau of Customs. Just recently, the Bureau of Customs was able to recover and seize an estimated amount of 605 kilos of high-grade methamphetamine hydrochloride, otherwise known as shabu, at Valenzuela City. At least 2 individuals were arrested, 5 are being investigated, and more persons of interest will be invited for questioning as both PIDEA and the National Bureau of Investigation are helping us in the investigation and filing of appropriate charges. There's been questions of the media of why this said shipment was able to leave of custom zones without being detected. Joining me this morning, of course, is the collector of Manila International Container Port, Attorney Jet Maronila, and our Chief of Staff, Attorney Mandy Anderson, and Attorney Hilario of our Risk Management Office. The selectivity system of the Bureau of Customs E2M system is fully automated. This shipment was tagged green, meaning no physical inspection and no further document inspection was conducted. Meaning independently without human intervention, considering, as I've said, our system is fully automated. The release is further triggered by the online release system after bank payment has been confirmed. Currently, we are still pursuing our own investigation and closely coordinating with other law enforcement agencies, both local and abroad, and also reviewing our selectivity system. Before we answer your questions, may I request everyone to please focus their attention on the screen. We have a one-slide screen here that gives us a summary of the Bureau of Customs accomplishment in as far as the President's directive on our anti-illegal drug campaign is concerned. This gives us a total value of 7.635 billion pesos seized and recovered by the Bureau of Customs since July of 2016. We're now ready to answer your questions.
Questions? MPC? Joseph, you have question? Tuesday New, DCBB.
Hi, sir.
Yes,
Question lang, sir. Uh, Whatever happened to the system in the customs, bakit nakarating pa siya sa warehouse sa Valenzuela na kung hindi napigilan na i-distribute na?
Katulad po nung binanggit ko kanina, ang Bureau of Customs po ay gumagamit po ng system, na automated system, at yung selectivity system po na ginagamit natin ay fully automated and without human intervention. Ibig sabihin po nito ay pag ipinasok po natin yung mga data at information base po doon sa bill of lading at declaration po ng manifest ng isang importer, yung pong computer ang magsasabi kung anong lane po siya papasok. At dito nga sa specific na shipment na to, natag po siya na green. Kapag ka green po ang naging tagging niya, ibig sabihin no physical inspection will be conducted and no further document inspection will also be conducted. Only after payment of its duties and taxes or the value-added tax, magkakaroon na po agad siya ng gate pass. Kaya po ito ay nakapunta kaagad ng warehouse ng kanyang importer. Pero dahil nga po mayroon po tayong sistema na in place na tinatawag nating intelligence network, nakakuha po tayo ng magandang impormasyon at nasundan po natin itong shipment na to hanggang na-seize po natin itong 605 kilos po na shabu.
Yes, sir. I understand, sir, yung tip ay galing mismo sa China daw po. Wala po ba tayong sariling information na nakuha based on your intelligence?
Yes, the information that came from our counterpart from the Bureau of Customs ng China is only an initial information. We conducted validation and further intelligence operation that resulted dito po sa isang successful mission natin. No? Hindi lang po yung China ang nagbigay ng eksaktong impormasyon, bagamat meron po silang participation dito ang ating pong intelligence din sa customs ang nag-develop nito hanggang sa natuntun po natin yung lugar kung saan nakatago po itong shabu na to.
Questions? President Duterte said na may connection yung illegal drugs and terrorism now in Mindanao. May measures ba ang Bureau of Customs dito, sir? Or meron na talaga kayong nakita about it?
Well, it has been a consistent directive of the Commissioner of Bureau of Customs, Commissioner Nicanor Faeldon, to always intensify our operation and monitoring, focus also on anti-illegal drugs. So our ports in Mindanao are all alerted in as far as shipments of these illegal drugs are concerned.
Questions, MPC? And Henry?
Colonel, good morning. Paano makakasiguro ho tayo ngayon na hindi na mauulit yung nangyari doon sa 6 billion worth ng shabu na nakalusot sa custom?
Katulad nga po ng binanggit ko kanina, we are currently reviewing our selectivity system. Dahil nga po ito ay automated, gusto po nating balikan at i-review yung mga parameters po na nakapasok dito sa selectivity system. At hindi po tayo, yung success na nagawa po natin ngayon ay hindi po magiging katapusan, kundi maging umpisa lang, no? Na ngayon nakita na natin yung ating possible weak points. We are now strengthening it. Immediately we have corrected kung ano yung nakita nating pagkukulang doon. But, and also currently, yung buong sistema, that's why we invited also our collector here ng Manila International Container Port. Nire-review po nila lahat po ng bawat dinadaanan po ng ating shipment sa kasalukuyan.
Kaya na po ba ninyong masiguro na hindi na po mauulit ito?
Well, that is a work in progress. No, ang masasabi namin ngayon, nangyari ito, nakalusot siya at nahabol po natin. That means our current system now is very active. and
So
positive.
meaning wala pa hong kasiguruhan na ito hindi na mauulit?
Katulad po ng sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, nakita po natin yung sistema na in place kaya po natin ito nahuli. So, hindi pa rin tayo hihinto doon. I-improve pa natin yung sistema para talaga maging foolproof. Kasi kahit makalusot siya, nahuhuli na po natin siya ngayon eh. Ito yung nagpapatunay na mayroon po tayong sistema. Yung ating automation, pagka siya nakalabas, kung wala po tayong matibay na intelligence network, hindi po natin yan mahahabol. At dahil nga po matibay ngayon yung ating ginagawang network, nahahabol natin sila kahit makalabas po sila.
Okay, other
Thank you.
MPC, question? Okay. Pero sir, yung sa comprehensive tax reform, ano ba yung mabibigay nito sa ano on target ng Bureau of Customs sa pag natuloy na itong comprehensive tax reform?
Well, as of now, I don't have the data and other information as regards to that. Siguro in our next opportunity, we'll get back to you.
Joseph, a question?
Sir, just to pick up on Ate Rocky's point kanina, kasi si Presidente yesterday said that drug money is funding ISIS. Papa, would you be able to see a pattern ng distribution ng drugs based on your arrest or interception of drug parcels?
In coordination with other law enforcement agencies, we're doing that. We are a member of committees of the anti-illegal drug campaign, and we're discussing that issue.
But right now, there's no pattern yet that's emerging.
We're looking at that as a matter of investigation.
Looking into what the specific...
As you mentioned, if there's a pattern, we're looking at that.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, MPC? Okay na. Thank you, retired Colonel Neil Estrella ng Bureau of Customs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Presidential Spokesperson Ernesto Abella.
This morning, we also have the Secretary of National Defense, Delfin Lorenzana, who will be here in just about a minute, okay? Retired Major General Delfin Lorenzana is the 36th Secretary of the Department of National Defense and the Administrator of Martial Law in Mindanao. Secretary Lorenzana is a member of the Philippine Military Academy Class 73 Maagap, and he earned his Master's of Business Administration, majored in Operations Research from the Ateneo Graduate School of Business. He should be here in...
You have questions for
please
Secretary-
prepare if you have any.
For Secretary Abella.
No, later I will have. I will have no fear, no fear. Kayo na po.
Good morning. I'm happy to be here again, the second time. So, let's start.
Questions? Tuesday New DZ Noble
Akin
B.
ba ito?
Good morning, sir. Tuesday here, sir. Sir, you were quoted this morning saying na there was an unfortunate incident in Marawi. Mayroon daw tayong mga soldiers na namatay at nasugatan sa mismong airstrike po ng ating AFP. Can you tell us the circumstances, sir?
Totoo yan. I got the report yesterday that during the airstrike conducted by the Air Force, ito yung mga trainer jets natin, yung Marquetti S-260. There were two planes flying, and the first plane dropped their ordnance accurately. Pero yung pangalawa, sumablay, tumama dun sa tropa natin. We are still conducting an investigation. It's headed by the Chief of Staff. What really happened, kung nagkaroon ba ng miscommunication or there was an error of somebody there on the ground or on the air sa parte ng piloto. Now, there were 10 killed in that unfortunate incident and 7 wounded. They have been evacuated to Cagayan de Oro for a proper disposition. Hindi ko alam kung nasabihan na yung mga families nila, but that will come in a couple of today or tomorrow siguro. Pagkadadalihin na yung mga remains ng mga sundalo sa kanila ng mga bahay. Excuse me.
Follow up lang, sir. Ano po ang assurance ngayon na hindi na po mauulit yung ganitong incidents, considering na may nadagdag na namang panibagong battalion of soldiers natin po doon sa Marawi?
I give those decision to the ground commander, si General Bautista at si General Galvez, to determine kung kailangan pa nila ng airstrikes doon, especially now that there are more troops operating on the ground. And the chances of hitting our own troops is very big, like what happened yesterday. And siguro we have to limit the airstrikes to the aircrafts that can deliver accurately their ordnance.
AC Nick, I'm sorry.
Last na po. Is this the reason kaya, sir, na today medyo humupa daw po yung airstrikes doon sa lugar, sa
That's
Marawi?
true. That's one of the reasons why. Para the commanders are reviewing their office, nire-review nila yung mga procedures para maiwasan natin yan because very masakit eh. It's very sad to be hitting our own troops.
Okay, AC Nichols, CNN Philippines.
Good morning, sir. Sir, I know you said that investigations are still ongoing, but can you give us a better idea on how these things can occur, sir? Paano ba nangyayari yung ganitong ano? Kasi, sir, in an earlier press con dito, sabi po ng AFP spokes na precise naman daw po usually yung sa mga airstrikes.
Yeah, we still have some precision-guided munitions na pag pinakawalan niya, talaga kung saan naka-indicate area, pupunta doon. But medyo naubos na tayo niyan, and ibang mga aircraft like the S-260, yung Marquetti, yung layang-layang natin, they are now using conventional bombs na pag hinulog nila. Kung magkamali ka kasi ng hulog dyan, na pag-dive mo na ganun at you go up and you either mapauna o mapa-delay yung release mo, then you will not hit the target. But the first aircraft hit the target squarely. Yung pangalawa kasi yung kanya, kasi dala-dalawa palagi yan eh. They're operating in tandem, in bodies. So we do not know yet kung ano ang nangyari. We are still investigating.
Okay, Joseph.
No, just
okay,
as a
AC.
follow-up, sir, earlier you also said, sir, na by Friday tapos na. Ganun pa rin ba, sir, yung ano natin?
On the way here, I talked to General Bautista, It's turning out that yung isang strong point na hinahawakan ng Maute is very hard to crack, yung across the bridge from the city hall, and they are putting more battalions there today, and the target is still there tomorrow afternoon. Let's see. Very fluid naman itong sitwasyon na to. We can adjust siguro maybe towards this weekend or Sunday. But malapit na, konti na lang yung package of resistance ng Maute.
Joseph Morong.
Sir, just a clarification dun sa airstrikes. Sir, ano yun? Suspend muna tayo ng airstrikes? Kasi parang meron pa ba ng pakonte-konte? What's going to be our policy after this accident?
Sabi ko nga, it will be the call of the ground commander if they needed the strikes. Pero medyo limitahan muna natin yung strike to the aircraft that can deliver accurately.
Can we shift to another topic or may
Wait,
airstrikes?
follow up. Henry Uri.
Secretary, how would you explain this matter to the public? I'm sure pinagdududahan na ngayon ang kakayahan ng militar. Plus, ano ho ang sabi pala ng ating Pangulo sa bagay na ito?
I have not talked to him. Siguro, alam na rin niya ito. Sinabi rin sa kanya kahapon. We have not talked yesterday. Nagkita kami kahapon in one of the event in Sasa Wharf during the anniversary of the Navy. But we didn't have time to talk about this. Also, last night, we met again at the Air Force when he met with U.S. Senator. Hindi namin napag-usapan because our meeting was very short. But I know that he feels very badly and he feels sad about this incident. Ngayon, this happens kasi even on the ground, yung mga kanyon natin, the 105 artillery, even before we have these problems when there are more troops on the ground operating, nagkakaroon ko minsan ng ng accidents.
So, paano po ninyo ipapaliwanag ngayon sa publiko ito?
We always have to explain to them that there was an incident, an accident.
First time pong nangyari ito sa...
First time for the Air Force to do this. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Henry. Pia Ranyada, to be followed by Chona.
Sir, just to clarify on the airstrikes. Sir, how many, is it right, when we do airstrikes, hindi po lahat ng ginagamit na aircraft is precision guided?
Yes.
So how many do we have that are precision guided?
Hindi ko na sasabihin yan.
Okay.
That's
Sorry, sir.
confidential.
Pero sir, how will that impact on our deadline? If we no longer can use as many aircrafts for airstrikes, then how will that impact on our Friday deadline?
We'll leave it to the commanders to decide the operational strategies and tactics on how to accomplish the mission without.
But sir, yun nga, if we do limit, what is the possible impact on the deadline that we set?
Well, sa tingin ko naman, because there's only a small pocket there, one strong pocket of resistance, and if we can converge our troops there, the more we do not need airstrikes. If there are troops surrounding the area already, then the more we do not need strikes. Maybe we will need the armored vehicles. We have just delivered 21 armored vehicles to Marawi. They were there. They arrived there yesterday, and they will be there. All of them today, and they will be used. All of them will be used against the Maotis and the ISIS.
Okay,
But sir, no plan to move the deadline right now? Wala pong ganun. We're
Wala pa
sticking
anong
to
araw
the-
ngayon. Just Thursday, we still have more than 1 day. So I'm sure the troops will do the best they can to accomplish the deadline.
Thank you, Pia. Chona, to be followed by Pia. Microphone, please, Henry.
Sir, may civilian po bang nadamay dun sa airstrike?
Wala. Sa awan ng Diyos, wala namang nadamay na civilian. Mga tropa lang.
Okay, Pia, good job. Microphone.
Sir, just want to clarify yung figures na mga napatay because there have been reports coming from Marawi na 11 daw po yung mga sundalo na napatay sa airstrike.
No, the report that I got officially from our commander is 10 lang.
And
Kahapon nga nakatanggap natin 10 daw yung patay, 8 yung sugatan, but now it's the correct figure is 10-7.
Sir, ano ba yung SOP natin, sir? Ito yung mga airstrikes natin being communicated to the soldiers on the ground.
Yeah. Maraming usapan pa dyan eh. There should be constant communication between the ground commanders and sa taas, yung piloto, ano? And then, specifically nakalagay kung anong target talaga, anong coordinate. Meron naman silang mga mapa dyan eh. May coordinates that understandable both for the ground people and sa taas. Ang SOP na alam ko noon, if ang bomb run kasi, dapat wala siyang trupa na nadadaanan dito. Ito ang target, wala rin siyang trupa rito. Kasi kung mas short, tatamaan yung trupa, di ba? Kung sumobra naman, tatamaan din yung trupa doon. So, we see to it that wala doon. Siguro kahapon, sa dami nga ng kinukubkob na natin, we are trying to surround the area. And malayo daw yan eh. It's about more than 100 meters eh, yung trupa natin from the target. And that's why we are trying to ascertain how it happened that the first pass hit the target and the second pass ang layo. More than 100, malayo na yung naabutan ng bomba. So there must be some mistake there, either those people directing the bomb run on the ground or the pilot on the air.
Yung investigation natin, sir, ano po yung sasakupin po noon? At may target po ba
Ang
tayo?
sasakupin yan kung ano nangyari, what happened really. Was there failure to communicate, failure to actually, dalawa kasing eroplano yan eh. Baka yung isa nakuha niya yung tama, yung isa naman, di ba yung nakuha niya ano. Now we will find out, the Air Force and the people there on the ground know what to ask.
Who will lead the investigation, sir?
This Chief of Staff, I told him to lead the investigation.
Last 4 questions. Maricel Halili, follow up. Then Joseph Morong.
Sir, do we have a timeline for the result of the investigation?
As soon as possible. Siguro 3 days to 5 days siguro at most. 3 days at most. Alam na natin kasi all you have to do is ask. Andun naman sila eh. And you can always ask the pilot. The pilots are actually based in Mactan. So you can go there and ask them what happened.
Pero sir, kapag ganun po, para lang maklaro ko yung pinakang process, follow-up lang po dun kay AC. Paano ba yun, sir? Sino ba yung nagbibigay ng instruction? Sino yung sumusunod? Paano siya ino-operate?
Well, the request actually will come from the commander to the Air Force and then with the grid coordinate nga, sinasabi ko, coordinate kung saan talaga. And after that, the Air Force will study their maps, find out the alam nila yon. Actually, nakalagay din doon kung nasaan yung mga friendly forces, nasaan yung mga enemy forces. And sabi ko nga kanina, sometimes mistakes happens and we hope to those mistakes do not happen, but nangyayari nga. And all we can do is to see to it that it will not happen again.
Sir, you mentioned earlier na meron pang strong point na hinahawakan
Yeah.
ngayon yung Maute
Yeah,
group.
yeah.
May we know ano po yung mga difficulties o yung mga challenges?
They
na
were
meron
actually
po
hold up
business?
on reinforced buildings eh. And pati yung mga kanyon natin parang hindi tumatalab eh. So yun ang hirap doon. Then they have so many snipers around shooting at our soldiers. So dahan-dahan yan. And it is a built-up area. And kung minsan yung line of fire ng ating mga kanyon, hindi rin makita dahil na-obstruct ng ibang building yun eh. So the difficulty here is it's an urban area, built up, maraming bahay. And where they are hold up, it's reinforced. Buhos yung mga konkreto niya. Pati bubong nga. Hindi nga, kung minsan nga pag tinatamaan ng kanyon daw natin sa taas, halos hindi magalaw eh. So they're really there. I don't know. That's the reason why actually, why they're still there. Kasi they know they are protected by this stronghold. So we are pouring more troops there. That's why actually a while ago, baka we might suspend for a while the airstrikes and let the ground troops do their thing.
Sir, last na lang, gaano pa po kalaki yung forces ng Maute if we have an estimate doon sa
Maybe, at ang nakikita ko, I'm just guessing, because a small force cannot hold that long. Yung siguro mga 100 pa yan eh. And going back, people before were saying that there were only 100 of them. According to reports that we received recently, there were about 500 fighters in all na kalaban natin doon eh. 260, the Maotis group at 260. Si Isniron Hapilon brought about 100 of his people from Basilan, plus yung mga local armed groups na tumutulong, so about 500. So we were able to kill already close to 100, 94 na kanina ang napapatay natin. We don't know yet kung ilan pa yung hindi natin ma-account. We also heard that some of them, the Maotis, have been leaving the area in small group, by one, by two, maalis na sila. We have reports that they have been going to some of the towns around Marawi City. That's what we are trying to check also. So, siguro safe na yung sabihin ko na there are still about 50 to 100 of them hold up in that stronghold.
Okay, Rosa Venario.
Ay, good morning, sir. Hello, sir.
Sir, sa kanan po.
Sir, sa right.
Sabay pa kami sa elevator kanina eh.
Hello, sir. May nilabas pong statement yung University of the Philippines na hindi raw po totoo na graduate ng UPC Isnilon Hapilon. Base po kasi sa website ng FBI, graduate daw po siya ng engineering sa UP.
Baka Yupang, University of Pangasinan. I'm just joking. No, we don't know that. We did not also claim that he is from UP. Yeah.
So saan po kaya kung malakas po yung intelligence information sharing po ng Philippines at saka ng US, bakit po yung ganitong kasensitibong impormasyon nagkakamali po yung FBI at hindi po ito naituwid agad ng pamahalaan ng Pilipinas?
Ibig sabihin, hindi rin kumpleto yung kanilang mga gumagalaw sa lupa na kukunin yung mga ngalap ng mga intelligence. If you remember, we lost one major a couple of months back. Ito yung pinakamaganda yung kanyang network dyan sa Marawi. He has many assets inside. But for some reason, he was also fingered by one of his assets and he was killed by Nimaote. So nung matapos yun, nawalan tayo na medyo nabulag tayo ng konti and it's very difficult to develop assets inside to report to you the movement of these people. Mahirap talaga. Even the United States cannot claim to be perfect in their age. Kahit na buong any country in the world, look, nalusutan din yung England, yung France, nalusutan din. Everybody, because these people operate very quietly in the background. They have some contacts inside Marawi. So, bakit daw bigla na lang dumami ang armado dyan? I mean, dumating sila, wala naman silang armas, pero mamaya, paglabas nila, naka-uniforme, meron ng armas. So, their arms were infiltrated slowly through the months, mula noong January na ino-operate natin si Nilon sa Butig. And until recently, when they were there in Piagapo, we are trying to corner them, but nakalusot sila. The area there is very porous, it's very big. And maybe we failed to put more troops there because we were also operating in some areas like in Eastern Mindanao, in Basilan, Sulu, and other areas that are also flaring up. Also, nagkaroon din tayo ng incident sa Inabanga, sa Bohol, and we put more troops there. So, we transfer troops from one to another, like so that we can address the problems. So that's what happened. They were able to infiltrate their arms, their equipment in Marawi, and then when time comes, there was actually a plan to take over Marawi. Nakita na natin yung we were able to capture a video when the Maote brothers were actually, and Hapilon Isnilon, there was a map there in front of them. There were the diagrams, what to do, ano gagawin nila, what. Yeah, it's a plan. It's a big plan to take over Marawi City.
Follow up, sir. Sir, ano pong info yung nag-gather ng DND tungkol po dun sa mga front NGOs ng ISIS or Maote Group or Abu Sayyaf na nagdagsa po ng pondo para po sa pag-atake sa Marawi City?
Well, for one, there's this agency that was run by a foreigner, to couple, I think a Moroccan and a Syrian. They were running a recruitment agency here. But the proceeds, they're also channeling to the Maotes, the ISIS, at Abu Sayyaf. Now, we have evidence to prove that the lady, the Syrian woman, was actually in contact with Superintendent Noblesa. And mayroon silang mga remittances ng pera between the Syrian lady to Noblesa. And that's the reason why Noblesa tried and won Abu Sayyaf, went to Bohol to try to extricate the Abu Sayyaf that were being hunted by the military.
Darrell?
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, can we still give the public an assurance that the military will be able to capture Isnilon Hapilon after this crisis ends?
It's very hard to give an assurance because he's only one person, and although we know his face, he can always blend there, and he has a lot of supporters also, and you can keep him there. In fact, when he was in Basilan, Basilan is a very small area, but we could not capture him there. I mean, he went to Lanao Sur, bigger area, and more people to keep him secure. So we cannot be assured that we can, but we will try our best to capture him or neutralize him.
But as of the latest info, sir, nasa Marawi pa po ba siya?
Yes, nandun pa rin siya. He's still there, hiding in Marawi.
Okay, last 4 questions. Rosalie Cos, Joseph Morong, Laila, and Ace. AC.
Okay lang. Okay lang. Yes.
Rose.
Good morning, sir. Sir, tanong lang po namin, yung dun po sa insidente na tinamaan yung atin po mga tropa, missile po ba or guided missile po ba or ordinary yun pong ginamit?
I think it's ordinary conventional bomb.
So, hindi po natin pwedeng sabihin na surgical airstrikes yun pong operation.
It is still surgical because malayo naman yung tropa natin. Malayo naman yung tropa. And very specific naman yung target na binibigay sa kanila. That the first plane hit the target and the second one missed it is kaya nga nagtataka din kami what happened there. And that's why we are trying to investigate what happened really.
So, sir, kung ordinary po yung ginamit natin, malaki ang possibility na may mali po dun sa or may kakulangan sa skill yung pilot po na.
That is one. Another one is he may have been gotten the wrong information about the target. So, ganun yan. Maraming factors yan. That's why we are going to investigate and come up with a report.
Sir, tong incident po na to, how will this affect the moral po ng mga sundalo, ng mga kamag-anak ng mga sundalo?
Of course. It will be very sad, very painful to the soldiers. Yung mga kasamahan din nila na bakit binubomba tayo ng kasamahan natin. But we will just have to explain to them that accidents happen. And also to the family, we will try to assuage the sorrows of the families of those who were killed.
Sir, sa bilang po ng mga na-recover po nating firearms, may good lead po ba tayo matutukoy kung sino ang manufacturer, supplier, dahil yung capability po ng mga terorista na to ay masasabi natin hindi ganun kaliit.
Yeah, we can trace, matitrace naman natin. Yung mga serial number, makikita natin kung saan galing yan. Yung manufacturer, madali naman yan mga either Remington or whatever, na mga companies. But yung serial number na yan, kahit na itinanggal pa yan, pwede pa rin yan. There are techniques to find really, kasi yung pag-emboss naman yan, pag-stamp ng number na yan, andun pa rin yan So there's techniques to find out. If we know the serial number, we will find out if it came from us, na-recover nila sa atin sa mga encuentro, or pilferage, or sold to them by some bad elements of the command or the PNP, malalaman natin yan.
Pero sir, ngayon po wala pa tayong initial info kung local manufacturer or galing sa western countries.
Iniipon pa lang namin. Saka na natin na pagtuunan yan while the encounters are still going on.
Sir, the President mentioned drug money ang nagsusupply po dito sa mga terorista. Meron na po ba tayong particular narco-politician na pwedeng sabihin na involved dito po sa mga pag-fund po na ito sa mga...
Yeah, in fact, some of the Maoti members of the family, mga mayor din, di ba? One of them are mayor. And they were actually in that list that was given by the President many months back. Nandun sila So we believe that the narco politics there is working. The proceeds of the narcotics are being used for these terroristic activities there. And we also got report that all those shabus that are being dumped anywhere in Mindanao, Cagayan de Oro, Davao, Zamboanga, and Cotabato are coming from Lanao Sur.
Okay, thank you, Rose. AC, Joseph, and Laila.
Hi, sir. Sir, from what I understand, may in-issue yung DND na arrest order, sir, yung arrest order
Yes,
number 1.
yes, I did.
Sir, just to clarify, what if merong mga included doon na makalabas po ng Mindanao? May pwede pa rin ba yung warrantless arrest sa kanila since sa Mindanao lang naman yung martial law?
I believe they can still be arrested kasi hot pursuit yan at saka continuing naman yung crime of rebellion eh. So wherever they go to Visayas or Luzon, we will arrest them wherever we find them.
Joseph?
Sir, two things, no? Yung munang sa target, you said that there's only one target now, then it's very hard to crack. Ito rin ba yung, sir, na target nung aksidente?
I think it's different.
Different.
Iba kahapon yun. Oo.
Okay. Sir, what's your assessment? Why is it hard to crack this particular
Yun nga
target?
kanina, sabi ko, they will hold up in these heavily fortified buildings.
Is Isnilon there, sir?
Pardon?
Could Isnilon be there?
We believe he's there.
Okay.
Nakatago siya doon. Oo.
Tapos, sir, before mga last year, ang assessment nyo, at least the ones that you say in public, yung mga parang family members lang yan, maliit na grupo, but, well, mukhang hindi.
Yeah.
How did they become so big, sir?
Well, this the one reason is that they have a lot of money to distribute around. In fact, we now know that there are also Maoti supporters that are coming from Maguindanao. If you remember the Davao bombing, kagagawa ng mga taga Maguindanao yan, but they will also have connection with the Maotis. So that's the connection really. They have a lot of money to spread around, and they are buying royalties.
Are they receiving foreign help, sir?
Yes, Isnilon particularly, we heard from our intelligence that she has received several $1 million worth of funds from the Middle East. That's why one of the things that were discussed yesterday in the Congress that one of the Maguindanao congresswoman by Sima, he said, how could Ayakan Isnilon bring his troops Yakan to Lanao, to the Amaranao area, and culturally or whatever, these tribes do not mix. No. And there's only one reason there, is that he has a lot of money to distribute and buy loyalties.
So right now, I know you'll be honest in answering this question. Are the foreign fighters fighting
There
with
are.
Maute?
There
sir?
were 8 foreign fighters that were killed.
Profile, sir?
Nationalities, 2 Saudis, several Malaysians and Indonesians, 1 Yemeni, 1 from Chechnya. Chechnya. Yeah.
Chechnya, sir?
Chechnya.
You mean Russia? Chechnya.
From Russia.
Okay. Sir, how were they able to get into the Philippines and since when?
We do not know because we don't have any record of them coming through the proper channel, through the airports. There's only one way, through the back door. Maybe coming from Indonesia or from Malaysia, from Sabah.
Sir, pasensya na. Paulit lang. 2 Saudis, several Malaysians, isang Indonesia,
Saan ba yung ano ko?
1 Yemeni, isang Chechnyan. Tama ba, sir? 2...
Dali lang
Sige, sir. Para medyo official.
I have the... dito kanina yan eh.
So, sir, kung killed to, there are many more alive fighting with Maute?
Actually, ang na-identify lang is 25 locals plus 8. So 35 lang yung 25 plus 8 was 33? 25 locals na yung mga namatay. But the ano man sabi ko kanina? I think 2 Malaysians and 2 Indonesians.
2 Malaysians,
And 2 Saudi
2, 4, 6, 8.
nationals.
Tama.
Yemen.
Sir, isang Yemeni,
Isang
isang
Yemeni,
Chechnya.
isang Chechnya, Chechen. Chechen. Yeah.
Sir, are they ISIS members?
I believe so. They are ISIS members, yeah. Because the report that we got from the civilians from Marawi is that they saw a lot of foreign looking fighters. You know, when the Marawi people from Marawi say foreign fighters, because if you are, if a Malaysian and Indonesian who look exactly like us, they will go there. If they don't, wag lang sila magsalita, and makala mo Pilipino yan eh. But when, I believe so, yeah.
So there could be more, no? Kung walo lang
There
yung
could be
napatay.
more. There could be more that we killed that we have not not identified because we have already as of our body count, we already killed about 95 of them. So 33 lang yung may identities. Eh. The others cannot be identified.
Okay, thank you, Joseph. Laila?
Sir, going back to the airstrike, you said, sir, the first pass was successful. May napatay po bang enemies during the first pass?
I believe so. Hindi naman nag-report yung ano namin kung ilan na napatay niya doon, but it's slowly they're increasing their body kill.
Sir, are we getting any assistance from the U.S. in our operation against the terrorists in Marawi?
We are still getting assistance through the operation of their drones, the shadows. They have three birds. Sabi nga birds kasi tawag doon sa isang system. Eh. 3 birds operating there and they're giving us intelligence information, but not here in. I don't think they have some there in Marawi because it's too far away from Zamboanga where they operate the shadows. Malayo kasi masyado eh. But they still have some. Yung kanilang long-range aircraft na nandito ngayon, they are giving us, but I think very little from for Marawi, but a lot from other areas like South China Sea, Sulu Sea, Sulu, Basilan. Marami silang binibigay sa atin. But here, just very minimal.
Sir, are we going to ask for more assistance for Marawi, sir? From the
Uh,
US?
I don't think we need to ask kasi we already have a lot of equipment naman to contain this Marawi incident.
Sir, last na lang from me. You said some Maute members are leaving Marawi in small groups. Are
Yeah.
there operations to go after them?
Yes, we have. The information that we get is from text of the civilians na eh. They're already informing us. So we see some Mauti here in this town, so we send people to verify the information.
Okay, thank you, Laila. Thank you, Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana.
Last 3.
Okay. Ace Romero.
Okay, Secretary, you mentioned may 500 Maute members na
Noong umpisa.
nung umpisa. Then sabi niyo may 100, almost 100 killed. What happened to the rest?
What happened to the rest? There are still people there who are fighting us, obviously, because there is still fight going on there. Some of them have already started to rejoin their barangays nila or whatever, going to their former places because the cross section or the personalities of those who were there is mixed. There are out of the dead that 25 local dead or from Tawi-Tawi, there's from Sulu, Basilan, Zamboanga, Iligan, from everywhere. So we also think that among those who survive are also from those areas. So ang gagawin nila, they will go back to their, surreptitiously they are going to escape and join their towns where they come from.
So i-account ko lang po, 500 nung umpisa, almost 100 killed now, 50 to 100 hold up in the area. The rest are now mingling with civilians.
They are still there doing nothing maybe, or they have already left Marawi going to some of the towns around the lake.
So ito yung sinasabi niyong hinahabol niyo with the
Yes,
help of civilian information.
So we are going to account for them one by one. We are going to intensify our intelligence operations and get them wherever they are, those who are involved in Marawi incident.
Thank you,
Okay,
Secretary.
thank you. Secretary, last 2. Hannah, then Chris Jose.
Morning, Secretary. Sir, update lang po dun sa video ni Father Chito and dun sa mga hawak pa nilang mga civilians po na nasa kanila pong palig ng Maute Group po. Kumusta na po sila?
Yeah, wala kasi kaming contact kay sa pare eh. Personally, just saw at yung appeal niya through the video and through the media. According to him, there were 200 people with him, but we cannot even, sabi nga nung ground commanders, we don't know where they are. Whether they are in one area or hati-hati sila, separated. So this is part of the effort of the military to find out where they are and to recover them.
Sir, totoo po ba daw, sir, na yung mga Mauti fighters na nagsusuot po ng uniform similar po sa Army?
Possibly, because the uniform is, military uniform is available anywhere. Kung mayroong nananahi dyan they can buy that. Maybe that we're going to stop this practice of selling it, not to, dapat kasi yung mga military ko na uniforme na yan, bago magbenta itong mga tingnan muna kung sundalo yung binibentahan So we're going to look into that and stop that practice.
Sir, paano po natin na-identify yung mga foreign na namatay po na kasama ng Mauti?
I don't know because I got this report from Secretary Alonto Sabi niya ito yung mga ito yung mga namatay doon. Out of this so many killed, 35 lang, 33 lang yung na-identify. And
So paano
they
niya
have the
na-identify,
names.
sir? How did he identify?
I don't know because he gave us the names Maybe may mga ID ito.
May mga ID, sir.
Mga ID siguro.
Passport na hawak.
Possibly, yeah.
Sir, may na-mention po kayong master plan ng Mauti to take over Marawi. Bakit hindi po ito napigilan? Nagkaroon po ba ng failure of intel po?
Well, you could say that maybe we know that there was a plan. In fact, sinasabi nga nila they are going to burn Marawi. But sometimes we in the military also rely on the local police and the local government bureaucracy to be vigilant kasi area nila ito lugar nila ito And what happened there was we are around Marawi, sa labas kami ng Marawi City, and the city of Marawi is under the control of the police and the local officials. So you could say we know that they are there, that they are doing something. They will do. Maybe they will try to do something. But if you do not have information not coming from the people themselves who see these people na pumupunta roon, wala tayong magagawa dyan. So itong raid sa kay Isnilon noong 23, that was A1 information niya, na nandun siya, kaya pinuntahan nila doon But what the military and the police did not know was that there were already a lot of Mauti and ISIS inside the city and they were about to take over. So medyo na-preempt sila. So they were forced to do their thing, yung plano nila, hastily. Pero at the same time, nandun na rin yung mga sundalo na nakikita sila. So failure of intelligence, I don't think there is failure. We know kasi, but sometimes you may see sabihin natin kung hindi natin nakikita yan, failure of intelligence. But we know that they are there. Siguro, hindi lang natin appreciate the ground troops did not really have a good grasp of what will happen kung nandun yung karamihan ng mga Mauti sa loob.
Sir, pa-clarify lang po, saang unit po na belong yung mga nasa wing soldiers?
I think 55th IB.
Any message din po sa mga widows po, sir?
You will go into that pagka nagpunta. Kasi meron na mapupunta doon na kakausapin sila.
Okay, thank you, Hannah.
Sir, last na,
Chris
sir,
Jose?
is it true, sir, na may intel report po kayo na tumulong po si Norman Suari para dun sa Mauti group na mag-occupy sa Marawi po?
We do not have that information.
Secretary, last question, Chris Jose.
Sir, sinabi niyo na unfortunate incident yung nangyaring airstrike. May mananagot po ba o may dapat managot sa nangyari?
Well, during this kind of incident, all we can do is, paano ang gagawin natin dyan? Are we going to court-martial the pilots or the people on the ground? Sometimes in the fog of war kasi, a lot of things could happen. Yeah, what could happen and accidents happen like this. So let's see. Depending on the result of the investigation, if some people should answer for that, then we will do it. If not, then you can just charge it to bad experience.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, Presidential Spokesperson Ernesto Abella. Thank you, sir.
it away.
Would you like to just talk with him?
Okay, Secretary.
Press con ended. You're
Wait.
getting out, right?
No, sir. Okay, question for
Okay.
spokesperson, Pia Rañada.
Before we do
Micro.
that,
Okay.
anyways, again, I think we're running a bit over time. But
Any statements?
this is
sir?
this is a regular press con, so all right. Okay. On the political impact of martial law to the financial markets. We're pleased to announce that the Dutch Multinational Banking and Finance Services Corporation, ING Bank, that the financial markets can weather the political impact of martial law in Mindanao. As we have said, the macroeconomic fundamentals of the country remain solid. Our finance officials have repeatedly assured us the fiscal positions of the Philippines is strong and well managed, and we have ample buffers to withstand the current rebellion in Mindanao. Also, Moody's has come out with a commentary on martial law in Mindanao, and which was issued at COB today in case, all right, on the impact of the economy. Impact on economic activity from the crisis in Marawi is expected to be minimal and short-lived. Moody's retains 6.5% GDP forecast for 2017. Unlikely that recent developments in Mindanao will lead to changes in economic and fiscal policies, which continue to be anchored by the well-articulated 10-point socio-economic agenda. All right, on the rule of law, Moody's does not expect martial law to go beyond the resolution or dissipation of the immediate threat posed by the Marawi crisis. Officials from the executive branch have clarified that constitutional safeguards will be honored. Also, ADB, Asian Development Bank, has approved a $300 million loan to help Philippines boost youth employment. International Developmental Financial Institution, ADB, has approved a policy-based loan amounting to $300 million to give assistance to the first phase of the Department of Labor and Employment's Facilitating Youth School to Work Transition Program. This is to give the Filipino youth preparation and assistance in finding quality employment. DPWH opens additional 2 lanes along Commonwealth Avenue. The additional 2 lanes covering 391 lineal meters on the southbound direction of the Commonwealth Avenue is now accessible to the public. We're open to a few questions.
Pia Rañada.
Yes.
Hi, sir. Sir, can we just get an update on what the president talked about, discussed with U.S. Senator Cory Gardner last night?
We don't have the details regarding that. I've been trying to ask, but we can make it public as soon as we get. Okay, thank you.
And then, sir, second question. Senators said that they are not inclined to pass Malacañang's version of the tax reform bill. What is the palace's reaction to this?
Let's wait for the result. Let's wait for the results, whatever they pass. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Ace Romero. Microphone, please.
Related to that, can I just get your reaction on the passage of the tax reform measure in the House of Representatives?
Yeah. I don't have it. Just give me. We recognize that the members of the House of Representatives have approved on third and final reading House Bill number 5636. He has certified this as urgent, and the passage of the comprehensive tax reform bill is estimated to raise 162 billion in net revenues every year, an important component of the build infrastructure. We expect to be steering the Philippines towards the golden age of infrastructure and will propel economic growth within the next 5 years. In other words, we appreciate it.
Okay. Pia Gutierrez.
Sir, on the animated Defend Republic video that the Presidential Communications uploaded yesterday, it has received negative reactions, sir, from netizens. I just want to ask her what really was the message that the video was trying to convey, and why was it removed after a few hours after it was posted on social media, sir?
I think the question should best be given to Sec Martin. No, really, we did not prepare the video at all. Not,
Joseph,
we
use
did
microphone,
not prepare
please.
it. Okay.
Sir, follow up.
Wait.
So, as far as the message of the video is concerned, the palace does not approve of that?
Actually, I did not see the entirety of the video, just the reactions of the netizens. Okay.
Pia?
Pag sa mga ganyan, sir, paano yung sino yung nag-approve ng message? Sino yung parang nagtumitingin?
There should really be a flow, but in this particular case, this should be better referred to Sec Martin.
Sir,
Follow
but
up?
as,
Wait, follow up?
Yes.
Yung message kasi yung isa sa sinabi, sir, dun sa script is that martial law should be the law of the land.
It's really
So
the Constitution, right? So it's really the Constitution.
Well, what does that mean, sir?
Basically,
Ano po,
that
gusto
ang
ko ito
ating pong the North Star of all our policies is the Constitution.
Pia Ranyada.
Sir, but as the spokesman of the president, we've heard also the president say that martial law is something he will be forced to declare. It's not something he wants to declare. And so do you think that the video is a misinterpretation, in fact, of the president? That, saying martial law now, when in fact the president himself says that, it's something he would be forced into, not something he...
Those are two different statements,
want.
okay? Those are two different statements. What the president said is that he may be forced into doing that, okay? So regarding the video, I cannot answer for that at this stage. Okay.
You have never watched it.
I saw the reactions of netizens and then it was removed, okay? Thank you.
Oh, Joseph? Other issue na?
Just one last.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir, yung messaging nung video na yun, martial law now, because, sinasabi
It's not something we prepared.
Yes, but do you agree?
It's not something we prepared. Thank you.
Okay, other issue or no more question? Rosalie, Cos?
Sir, ano pong magiging hakbang ng pamahalaan sa plano ng Akbayan Party List na magsumite ng petisyon sa Supreme Court regarding po sa declaration ng martial law?
They should just go ahead and do what they think they need to do, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Malacañang Press Corps. Thank you, Presidential Spokesperson Ernesto Abella.
Okay, one last
Okay,
question,
one
Mr.
last
Morong.
Sorry, baka na-miss ko. So yung sa command com, why did the president call for it? And anong outcome na anong gagawin natin? Agenda. May
Command conference?
Yes,
It's a
with the-
regular meetup.
Not because of the martial law?
It will discuss a few items regarding martial law. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Joseph Morong. Thank you, Presidential Spokesperson Ernesto Abella.
By the way, before we end,
CIIS.
to our right, to my right, to your left. Okay, this is the peace corridor that was discussed yesterday. It runs from Malabang, which is in Cotabato, and runs all the way through the Llano del onto Marawi City. That particular area is supposed to be the safe corridor for which people can run to, and that will be the project corridor where the GRP and the MI will be protecting those who enter that. It'll be a form of a safe zone. Okay.
They can go there now.
Apparently yes. Yung MI tsaka GRP. Okay.
Okay. Use the microphone, please.
Sir, may MILF troops na nandun, sir, ngayon? Assistant?
I can give you the details regarding that, but it is an agreement between GPH and MILF. So those are the principles, okay? Other parties want to be part of that, but right now, it's GPH, MI.
But would we have prepositioned humanitarian assistance along that corridor, sir, now?
We can give you the details.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are those areas controlled areas of the MILF?
That particular yellow line is going to be policed by them. It's going to be supervised by them, not policed. Okay.
Not controlled.
Supervised.
Okay, thank you, Malacañang Press Corps. Thank you, Presidential Spokesperson Ernesto Abella. Back to our main studio sa Radyo ng Bayan at PTV.